Welcome. Today, we're talking about unlocking new horizons and why hosting partners are building on the Microsoft Cloud to accelerate their growth. I am Fede Pacheco. I'm a partner marketer here at Microsoft, and I'm with Adam Berg. Adam is a director of partner development. And Adam, I hear you're an expert in hosting partners. What are the recurring conversations that you've had with them over the past 6 months?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, I think we're seeing a lot of transformation in the hosting channel. We have for the last couple years, and that's really just continuing to accelerate. There's a big shift for hosters, I think, as they look to accelerate their growth and transformation. There's really an opportunity for them to accelerate growth when they embrace the public cloud and look to add that on and kind of transition really to focusing on that as a new area for revenue acceleration. And Azure just presents, an incredible opportunity for those partners to upsell and cross-sell existing customers. So partners that are doing that and we're engaged with are really seeing incredible revenue growth.
Great. So, what are the key investments that these hosting partners can make to capitalize on these opportunities that you've mentioned?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think we see it really in kind of three key areas. One, Microsoft continues to invest in our hybrid offerings and capabilities. And so there's ways you can modernize the data center, really leveraging things like Azure Stack to create new offerings and hybrid solutions that run in a partner data center. But obviously, elevating a public cloud practice, launching a new public cloud practice around the Microsoft cloud, inclusive of Microsoft 365, Azure, and often Dynamics 365 as well, I think is really key to help partners find new areas to grow in. The total addressable market for public cloud services is just frankly larger than what we see from an on-prem opportunity. And so partners that are kind of making that pivot and going after that business and really adding that on to their existing offerings, I would say is huge. It also drives customer retention opportunities as customers look to go to the public cloud. You have something to be able to offer them and really kind of grow and transform with your customers. And that really comes to expanding service capabilities. I think coming up with new offerings and IP that are both industry focused and solution area focused are really key for partners to differentiate themselves in the market and continue to grow and expand and find ways to add value with the customers they serve.
Great. So, tell me a bit more about those licensing enhancements that Microsoft has had. How can a hosting customer benefit from this?
That's a great question. So just about a year ago, we launched the first iteration of the CSP hoster program. And that's an option that really offers hosters a way to expand their offerings and gain access to additional Microsoft technologies and solutions. We also came out with the flexible virtualization benefit to really help partners kind of optimize how they license their solutions at a core level. So there's some great cost savings and opportunities there for partners to launch new solutions in the data center with some of those CSP hoster capabilities. At launch, it's really something that we've made available to our direct CSP partners that also have SPLA. And then we have future expansion planned of that offering to bring more of our partners in the CSP channel into that program. But definitely something partners should take a look at if they're not familiar. Is there's really kind of new ways to license our technologies and drive both growth and cost savings.
Something definitely to keep up to speed and really explore.
Yeah.
And Adam, would you recommend that if a hoster partner of Microsoft wants to continue growing their business, what would be your recommendation for adding new customers, especially?
Yeah, it's definitely a great question. So, looking at really the CSP program or Cloud Solution Provider program, that I would say is a key tenet of our Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. So, partners that are in the MAI CPP, have access to then join CSP, a couple acronyms there for you. That really creates an opportunity to sell Microsoft Cloud solutions where the partner owns that end customer relationship. They build a customer, they support the customer, they really help them on that transformation journey. So they're able to maintain the relationship from the data center and into Azure. They're able to monetize those cloud services and resell them and create some incremental revenue growth that way. We'll talk about this a little more, I think, as our conversation goes, but the services opportunity really provides additional margin growth. The other thing with the program is it really offers differentiation through specializations. So as you get started, you join the program, and then you really can kind of prove your specific capabilities. And what we find is partners that continue to invest in enhancing that their specializations and adding on often see a multiple on their revenue growth versus partners that really kind of come into the program and don't have any, or maybe just have one. And so enhancing that is really key to also getting additional investments from Microsoft, like Azure Migrate and Modernize and Azure Innovate. Two great ways to get additional funds, but the specialization is really that qualification point that partners need to get first to demonstrate their capabilities to access those funds. Creating new managed services is really also, I would say, a way in Azure. Partners that kind of rethink what that looks like and how they can create new capabilities in Azure is another way I would say partners are differentiating, but then also really accelerating their overall profitability as they move these customers from the data center and into the cloud. So really kind of looking at how they can leverage the Microsoft relationship holistically. There's a couple things I definitely want to mention. When you come into the program, you start to sell through CSPP. Microsoft invests in that partner relationship, I would say, in incremental ways versus what partners that just only utilize the SPLA agreement with us get. There's some additional investments both around marketing to help build new opportunities at the top of the funnel. And then we have a program called Cloud Ascent, which is really about understanding where your customers are in that journey, getting data-driven insights into your customers to be able to then look to sell to them with targeted solution plays that Microsoft provides to our partners to really reduce the overall cost of sale and accelerate that customer transformation to Azure. And so, once a partner makes the move to Azure, they have the ability to get customer leads from us. They have the ability to get insights on their existing customers to upsell, and they have the ability to get content to really help with marketing campaigns, sales proposals, really kind of a whole host of support. And so it's a great opportunity, I would say, for partners to leverage the investments we're making here. We're really seeing a lot of great success with partners that have made this transition.
That's really exciting. I put myself in our partner's shoes and I see this is a lot of potential. And at the same time, I acknowledge there's a big investment in resources to make all this happen. However, I want to take the opportunity, since you've seen partners go through this journey and been with them throughout it. Tell me a bit more about what are the trends that you've seen in them, and what are the benefits that they've seen in painting that picture of the after I put all that effort into this.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really a business decision first, right? And so I think if you're a leader at a hoster, it's really a key question for you is, where are you going to look to prioritize your resources for future growth? And I believe the data shows that investing in public cloud solutions, specifically with Microsoft, is going to provide the best path to both long-term revenue growth and profitability, but also customer retention. One of the key reasons we hear from partners that customers churn, and sometimes it kind of spurs a partner to accelerate their cloud transformation, is the customer's not able to find that public cloud solution from a partner that just hasn't made that pivot. So if you're a partner and that hasn't happened to you, I would say pivoting ahead of your customer transitions is definitely a good best practice. I would also say looking at how Azure can really help you expand your offerings. You're no longer tied to the data centers that you own or may have, colo relationships with. you can really start to sell solutions or provide solutions for your customers globally across the Microsoft data center footprint. Like that's a huge investment that we've made that you get to rapidly benefit from upon, joining the CSP program and starting to resell Azure. You also get the ability, really from a security and industry compliance standpoint. We are by far the industry leader there. Partners I see that have specific focuses around security or perhaps given verticals, healthcare is a great example, really get to leverage a ton of investments that we've made from an industry standpoint and expand further into those industries with solutions across the Microsoft platform. Good overall strategic alignment at the executive level, I would say, is key, especially on the business side when it comes to sales. And so ensuring that you're training your sales team, you're rewarding them equally for selling cloud solutions versus the data center piece, I would say is also a key learning and something that's super important for our partners to making sure really that they're kind of incenting both on the sales side and then with that technical journey, understanding how do you price Azure, how do you optimize it, how do you help your technical teams kind of ramp up on Azure to continue to provide that great customer experience. All of those things are really, I would say key opportunities for our partners going through this transformation, and something that frankly our team, loves to dig in with partners and help out as they go through this journey.
That all sounds great. You have definitely tons of experience in this area, and I'm sure a lot of partners listening to this are already eager to get in touch with your team to see how they get started. Before you tell us how to get in touch with you and your team, what are your final thoughts on this? Anything else you want to share with the audience here?
Yeah. I would say one, I think kind of like we mentioned about the data, I would encourage partners to check out the Forrester study that recently came out that really shows what the ROI in both in growth opportunity is for a partner that's looking to make this transition. So we've seen it time and again. We hear it from our partners time and again, and I think there's third-party validation of that as well. I think it's important to understand that we are committed to partners that are looking to make this transition. We're fortunate that Microsoft has really invested in this motion. And so, we have investments in resources that we can bring to bear. So partners don't have to do this alone. We really want to be a close partner, with the partners across the ecosystem that are currently on SPLA and are looking to figure out how do they continue to drive incremental growth and perhaps transform to take advantage of the public cloud opportunity. And so I would say partnership with our team, that's really what we do day in and day out. We have resources here across the Americas that we would love to work and engage with partners that would like our support and are ready to kind of start to explore this. And so if partners want to reach us, aka.ms/DCO is the place to find us, and really looking forward to helping additional partners through this transformation and growth opportunity.
Adam, thank you so much for that awesome brief, and we look forward to hearing from all of our partners who are interested in this adventure with us.